Welcome back, Fast Monty's Garage, part 11 of our engine build. And today we're going to do the oil pan and gasketing. Whew, it's been a long process. Hit like if you like what you see, and subscribe if you haven't. And if you're new here, check it out. That's how this whole thing started. Found a broken lifter. Let's get going. So first things first, we need to inspect if our oil pan is damaged in any way. And what I mean by that is where the bolts are. Check out where the bolts go, and you can see how this is deformed from tightening that bolt, right? So if you go along, you can feel where you might have raised edges. I like to go ahead and flatten those out, and I'm going to use a hammer and dolly trick. So what's a hammer and dolly? Well, this is a hammer, duh, and this is a dolly. So dollies come in many shapes and sizes, different curvatures, flat edges, straight edges. It's for body working, so when you're shaping metal. Now, you don't have to go out and buy a hammer and dolly set. You can use a normal hammer and a 2x4 if you want. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to make some noise here. So I'm going to actually just I want to get this surface level. I'm just going to go around and find places where I need to do that. Okay, so on this one, I went a little too far, and you can repeat the process. Now you can put the dolly on this side and hammer up. Pretty good. So you guys know how much I love reusable gaskets. This gasket has a steel liner with rubber on both sides, and it ships flat. So what you do is you put it on your block and just hold it down, and then you can bend it to that shape on the corners. Now when I put this on the oil pan, I'm going to put a little bit of RTV right on that corner. I'm also going to put some RTV just a little bit around this top edge and this corner. And then I'm going to stick it, and I'm going to put it on the oil pan. So I'm using ultra black RTV, and again, just a little bit on the top and the corners, front and rear. When we put the gasket on the pan, we have to put these little tabs in the slots in the oil pan. Just like that. Okay, before we put the pan on, I'm going to degrease this whole area the best that I can, and then I'm going to put RTV in the corners along this bead and the front corners. Okay, so put my RTV on. I actually put RTV on the mating part on the gasket. And let's see that we don't make a mess. This is something else I like to use. They're called braces, corner braces, and they go right in the corners like this. It allows you to put adequate force in the corners. I've elected to go with, I have actually 3 on each side. So what I'm going to do now is put all the bolts in, just finger tight. And then when I torque them down, these get torqued on the plates to 20 foot-pounds. All the rest get torqued to 12. Hey guys, so after you're torqued down, this is what you want to see out of the corners you put RTV. It's just a tiny bit of RTV squeezing out. That means you got some good seal in there. So that's what I like to see. We're done with the oil pan, and we didn't lose a bolt. Wow. Listen, hit like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you want to see the next episode, because we're going to put the heads on. And that's when fun really starts, because the engine is coming together. So you know the drill. Build them fast and drive them faster. See ya.